these simple functions. So today we're going to now finally be able to input our username and password into the MySQL database. Okay, so we first have to come and start the first have to start this one. I explained all this in the previous video, so no need of repeating it. Okay, if we come here, we can change this to the brand, because that is the database that we are using. So here we're just going to write. And if we refresh the page, okay, let's officially begin now. Now that we have been able to connect to this, we can now begin. So we're going to create another page that is going to handle all of these connections. You can use it as so here we're going to create the PHP tags. Close them. So here we're supposed to import the contents of this connect page. We can do this by using the include. So here we're going to include the connect. We include this page connect.php. This page, because we require to use the connection here. Connect. So just go ahead and control save this. And below here, supposed to create a PHP tag. You do this by exclamation and tab. You've created your HTML file here. You can change it to login. Yeah, and within this body, we're going to create a form. The action will be in PHP tags. You're going to have HTML special characters. Within this HTML special characters, we're going to check the server functions. We're going to call the server. What are we calling from the server? We're calling the PHP server functions. Within the form, we're going to create a method. So this method will be post. So here simply creating a user page, user platform for the user to enter the username and password. Here we can have and have password. That is supposed to be password. And name is give this a name. So the name here is user. We're going to break the line. Yeah. Going to break the line here. And below here we can have the input type, which is going to submit. The name is going to also be submit. Yeah, so let us look at the live server and see what's happening with our new page. Okay, down here, supposed to get another PHP tag. Okay, let's check our web server. So here, instead of connect.php, we're going to write this file here, log.php, so that can able to access the contents of the file. So here, okay, now we have somewhere that the user can input the name, maybe their password, EW. Okay, so those are simple functions. Now here we're supposed to be able to put this username and password and take them to the server. How are we going to do this, you may ask? Here, now that we have the name of the username, we can create variables, simple variables. Going to filter them, you can create them. So here within the filter inputs, we're supposed to have the input post, then the name which you have here, username. The next here, we're supposed to filter the input. How are we going to filter this input? By using so let's copy all of this and use it down here. For this, we're going to change it into password. Yeah, so simply here we're trying to just create enter these variables into the database that I've created. I'll show you how that will happen. Below here, So below here we are supposed to check if we want to make it where when the user enters their name, if they press on the submit and they haven't entered the name, it prints out that they haven't entered the name. If they press where's the password and enter the password and they haven't entered the password and press submit, they will be able to be told to enter password. So yeah, that's why we are creating these if statements here. So what do we use? We use the keyword empty and that variable. So here we're just going to tell the user and down below here we're supposed to tell the user here we're supposed to check and else if, which is to check whether the password is empty. Let's delete this and write password. Yeah, and else here we can finally create the hash password. We'll use the password hash. This one, this value requires the password filter. Yeah, password here. Then a simple password default. Yeah. Now that we have the username and password from the user, this is what is supposed to be executed. This one to be executed if the username is empty, if the password is empty. So after all of these are okay, we're supposed to execute this code down below. Is it supposed to be executed? One may ask. Yeah, it's supposed to do this. Create a variable called SQL. This is what is going to check for the functions that are going to happen. So what are we doing? We want to insert into username and password because we're inserting the username and password. So we come back here. What values are we entering? And we see we're inserting into the username password. One may ask what values are we supposed to insert into this place? Supposed to insert them like this first. Single quote, then the hash, here the username. So this hash, we have been able to transform this password that we got from the user into a hash password. This is what was saying in the first video, for you to make it hard for someone who's accessing your database without permission to understand the password. You are supposed to put it in a hash password form. Yeah. So then below we're going to handle the logic that is going to create this. Allow for the username and password to be entered into the database. So how are we going to do this? We can put all of this in a variable called result. What is this result? It's a my. You're going to take the connection from the previous page together with the SQL, taking the connection from this page. And the SQL from this, the logic that is inserted into this, the values. So check. So we're going to insert, we're going to tell the user that this process has worked. How are you going to tell the user if the process has worked? We're going to check if the result. Before we do this, we haven't handled how the servers function. So we'll have to put all of this to an if statement. Let me ask, what are we putting into the if statement? Let me just copy paste this, then I'll explain. We can just do this now here. Because we're going to use the server. I'm going to use the server. Are we looking for the server within the server? We're checking if this is supposed to the post. Okay, let's try and put it into single quotes. The same meaning. Or less. Okay, now here. Down below here, I'm going to check. Now if this has worked, let's see. Come back to our login page. Let's try to input name, username, which I'm going to say array. And the password is going to be array also. Okay, we are supposed to, sorry. This is saying that, okay, but I've understood the error. Let's go back here. So down below here, we're inserting into, what are we inserting into? Supposed to be brands. This is the table name. And supposed to be users. This is the table name. Those are our table name here. Yeah, users. Sorry about that. It's a quick fix. Control S. Let me just refresh it. Okay, details have been sent to the database. We can now come here and check whether they have been sent. Oh, voila. And everything is here. You see the name, username, and the password. Okay, let's go back here. Yeah, everything is right. And we can try another some other thing like so Jerry cut and the password Jerry can. Then if submit it, the shields have been sent. Let's check. Let's check whether they have been sent. Let us confirm whether they have been sent. And voila, Jerry cut and user has been registered. Okay, so guys, don't forget to use the table name here. Yeah, the table name here for you to be able to insert all of these values. Yeah, so that was a simple PHP form, login form using the server, PHP server. Yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. And the next thing we're going to do is try and form this into a great CSS detailed design. Yeah, hopefully you will tune in for the next video. Thank you guys, and have a nice time.